you may have come across this phrase somewhere, toxic positivity, or maybe not. It was new for me. But basically, if you notice, there's a lot of pressure on many of us now to say things in a positive way, in a nice way, and even in your relations, or when you're putting yourself in front, you always say, yeah, I'm very good, things are very nice. I mean, if you look at the whole social media paradigms, and if I go and put a post there to say, I'm really angry today, I don't really like it, I know how many people are going to put a like button on it. But so we always have pressure on us to look beautiful, to dress nice, to smile, to say things. And yeah, I mean, we don't know, maybe deeper down there's a possibilities. We like to be appreciated, we like to be loved. That's on the outside, but also on the inside, sometimes we keep saying, yeah, I'm good, I'm fine, everything is okay. And anybody asks you, and that is the answer. So let's see what impact it has, and what is really happening here. So just tell us something.
Yeah, in this fake world, I would say fake spirituality is also booming.
Hmm.
Yeah, we live superficially and we become spiritual superficially, which means that's, this feel good spirituality that we need to feel good all the time. Yeah, we need to be positive, think positive. Yes, you must relax. So, yeah, all these phrases which takes you away from the truth, from your inner realities, which creates always a split. Yeah, inside maybe I feel hurt, I feel angry, I feel sad, but no, what I'm doing is I need to feel good all the time, be happy, don't worry. And then what I do is I repress my real feelings. And guess where they go? Once they're repressed, they are hiding in your body mind somewhere. They are
Right,
there. It's not that they are gone, but they are there.
right,
Yeah? Don't worry. Be happy. There's a song on it, right?
right.
I'm not against anybody, or I'm not saying that don't make these
I mean, if you
songs,
look
but
at
yeah.
nature also, Sindhu, I mean, we have day, we have night. If we had only day all the time, only light all the time, it would become really difficult to, you know, sleep. And that's true in many aspects of life. So if you're always smiling, happy, good, what we are unconsciously or consciously doing is we are suppressing whatever is painful, whatever is more difficult to feel, like down below, and and that doesn't go away anywhere. It's all there inside. So, and it has an effect on us. So we suppress our tears, we suppress our pain, we don't show that. So what happens as a result of that, and how?
As a result of it, we get sick inside. It hides deep in our unconscious, and then it works through it in terms of diseases. It will reflect in your life sooner or later. What is
Right.
cancer? It is like accumulation of these emotions for a very, very long period of time, for many lifetimes, in
Many
fact.
diseases, right? I mean, many
Yeah,
diseases
many
could have their
diseases. I
roots.
was just giving one example.
Right.
So, mental health issues, which we may deny, but we may all be going. Like depression is like, you're compressing, you're depressing your natural energy.
Right.
We live an inauthentic life, which is empty, which is hollow and meaningless.
Right. And then sometimes, it could appear as this, sometimes also as volcanic burst. You'll say, hey, that guy was all fine, and suddenly he is shouting and screaming or something. So, things which are suppressed for a while can suddenly, like, if you've noticed, it may have happened with you. I have seen it many times with myself. So these things come out because our environment doesn't really give us the space, or we feel we don't have the space to express that part. But as I hear Osho saying, I mean, he's saying, pain is as much important as pleasure is. And,
The
and
deeper
we,
the pain, the higher the pleasure. The deeper the agony, the higher is the ecstasy.
right,
So he says, like, pain is like fire, it'll cleanse you. deeply. Yeah.
If you
So
look at
that is needed.
the both parts, so even we keep laughing all the time. If you see with small kids, they laugh for a while and soon enough they're ready to be in tears or whatever, and that's more natural. But for us, we keep holding that back. But the way I hear Osho says, he says tears are as welcome. I mean, actually, I hear him say that uh, tears are the sign of strength, and one can allow oneself to be, and that can lead to a lot of cleansing and making you feel much more lighter inside.
Sure.
So,
I think the key is to be authentic. The
hmm,
key is to be true to yourself.
right,
And, we all will face, I don't think there's anybody who is not gone through a phase in their life and it looks all dark, it's chaotic, you don't know,
what to do, yeah,
yeah, what to do, you feel lost, and the key is to then really seek help, yeah, in a friend, guide, or surrender to a master, or seek a therapist, or just come to meditation courses and retreats. And Osho's been a genius in working with the repressed energy, repressed emotions. His techniques are so scientific and yeah, they are so transformative, really applicable to the modern man, the stress that we are going through. So instead of suppressing it, go, feel it, accept it, allow it, and there are many tools available to go through that, to transform that energy
right,
into bliss and love and joy.
right. Especially, I mean, something like the meditative therapies we've already talked about on this platform earlier. So, a mystic rose, a no mind can really help you cleanse a lot, which we are holding back. We've both done that many, many times, and that really helps you to sort of let go and be more natural, be more relaxed, and it, yeah, I mean,
More conscious, and a freedom that comes,
exactly,
the freedom, the lightness that comes when you have gone through this wounds,
right,
you've gone through this pain, and then the joy that comes, it's not dependent on anything,
right,
it's yours.
right,
Yeah, and he says, no, when the night is the darkest, the morning is the closest, yes.
that's right,
So, not to give up in
yeah,
that moment, and really understand how is your soul purified. It's only through by pain.
right,
how how are you going to evolve? How is the journey, go through? And don't negate it. Yes. Otherwise, many of the methods and this, as I said, this new age spirituality, the feel good spirituality is just like a balm. It's just like a band aid. But then the real flowers are not going to grow. A lotus grows only in the mud. So, yes.
yeah, accepting that pain, accepting that sadness, befriending it, being in it, and yeah, taking help of meditations to
Often
sort of,
people run away from it. Yeah, they leave the world and they
yeah,
think, escaping in the Himalayas or somewhere, escaping from the world. Many of the people that I see in the spiritual world that I come across, they don't do anything. They've not done anything because they've just escaped. And they have found a comfort zone in their whatever ashram or wherever they are living. And they think, oh, this is my life. They are really, befooling themselves
yeah,
with the reality. Sooner or later, they need to come back and face the world. So, as Osho completely says, like, be in the world. The world, it is the playground. Yeah, it is where all, alchemy will happen. It's your real mirror. And then once it triggers things, maybe in your relationships, in your work, and then you come back, you find your own time. Then you need a solitude to work on yourself. and to see what it is to release and then come back again in the world ready to face, but not as an escapist. That's not a solution. That's really a part of toxic positivity. And also, I have seen many times people are so full on with themselves. It's all about them. When they come to this meditation and spiritual, it's all about them, filling their own cup. And then you disconnect from others, yeah. So that is another way, yeah. Either you go to the other extreme, that it's all about the others, all about the others, or it's all about yourself.
Right.
I think there has to be a healthy interplay, a healthy exchange, a healthy sharing, yes?
Yes, and the way I feel for many of us, most of us today, engaging with the outside world, being there, showing up there, looking nice, looking good, does take a lot of our energy right now for many people, for most people. And, or most of the time when you are with people. So if you can find a way to, as a starting journey, to be more accepting of where you are, to be more loving towards yourself, and then from there start to accept, yeah, okay, this is the way things are, and now I can start to make a few steps. At least I have opened up the lid. I am seeing there is stuff to be worked on, and then we work on it, and take your space, take a shower, take a meditation space for yourself, and then go back in the world, like Sindhu's saying and Osho saying that, yeah, I mean, be the world, but don't be of it.
And so many times I've seen people coming here and saying, oh, my life is perfect, oh, this, that, I'm nothing. And boom, in the recent Mystic Rose, a beautiful woman, a girl, and then slowly she realized during the process that what all is she holding back,
Right.
what all is she repressing, and everything is changed.
Yeah, but you start from accepting what things are, start from
Exactly.
seeing, and then.
What I'm saying is many times we are not even aware.
That's true.
So Osho's methods, once you come and do them, they will make you aware of what is repressed.
Right.
Suddenly, oh my God, I have a lot of anger. I have this fear, or I'm, this is fake what I'm living in my relationship. It's all a balm.
Yeah.
It's not the real me. How I am not really living the life I want to live, or living my full potential. So that it makes you realize, and then there are tools to be free from it.
Good.
Yeah, that's it.
So a few pointers, look at it in your life. Next time you catch yourself smiling and you're really feeling hurt inside, maybe just stop, see what you want to do differently, and have the courage. Lots of love.